Hello DC fans, DCC right here. Today's DC news. We're gonna talk about Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2. Robert Pattinson is set to join Dune 3 as Skiddly, a shape-shifting antagonist from the Bene Trilex, marking the first major new casting for the sequel to Dune Part 2. This Dune 3 movie's filming will start in July and continuing throughout the end of the year, so it will conflict the schedule with Batman Part 2.
When are we seeing Batman? I keep hearing 2026. Are you doing more shooting on it or what?
We haven't shot it yet.
Oh, you haven't shot it? When do you start shooting it?
I think end of the year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. I thought
It's
it
a while.
I thought you shot some stuff and it was interrupted. No.
That was the first one.
God.
I know. Everything feels so long ago because COVID just erased
So
3
you shoot
years.
it right at the end of the year?
Yeah,
Okay. Can you give us a sense of the storyline?
not yet. But it's cool though. It's cool.
He said he will start filming Batman Part 2 at the end of this year. Either there's a scheduling conflict or Matt Reeves hasn't finished the script yet, which is causing delays. Since Robert's role in the other film isn't that big, so he can potentially shoot both projects at the same time. But I think that's not likely. I'm hoping they'll at least start filming Batman Part 2 early next year. I know some fans are freaking out and saying this Batman movie is cancelled, but please relax. I really don't think DC Studio will scrap one of their most anticipated and highest grossing films. And most, it might be delayed a bit or start shooting early next year. So don't worry. Okay, let's move on to Superman. I made a sneak peek breakdown video and there's a scene where Krypto drags Superman into the Fortress of Solitude and Calyx rushes out and calls him Superman. I found a comic accurate reference for this. In All-Star Superman, one of the robots says, "Good afternoon, Superman." So yes, it is comic accurate. And here's a Rachel Brosnahan's interview with Collider.
An individual question for you. My number one film of the year is Superman, and cannot wait. And one of the reasons I'm so excited is that every first film recently has been about like setting up things. And what's unique about Superman is that you're joining in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Like the movie opens and you're like, it's been going on for a while. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
So can you sort of talk about that aspect of the film and what you're excited for people to see?
Well, now I feel like I can say a little bit more because James really busted it wide open at CinemaCon. David and I had been trying not to say so many things for weeks leading up, and James just laid it all out. Yeah, I also love that this is not an origin story. We've seen the origin story done so well a number of different times, but we come into a world that already exists. Lois and Clark are working at the Daily Planet. Monsters exist in Metropolis. Lex Luthor has Luthor Corps. And we drop in at this point in their relationship that I've never seen before, which is that they've been together for about 3 months and they're asking some questions about the future of their relationship. They're not sure if this is something that was just a really great fling or something that could be forever. And they have really opposite worldviews and they bump up against each other that way. And so it was a really fun way into a familiar story. And my first day of shooting was actually this 10-page long scene with David that we auditioned with. And so we shot it for 2 days. And to be able to do that just sort of laid this foundation for us and these characters that we got to carry through the rest of the film. But James has such a clear vision for this, and we all just fell into his very capable.
Is Lois a dog person?
No, she's definitely not a dog person. I don't think she's an animal person. She had shit to do. No, she does not. Krypto's not her favorite character, I should say.
And here's a James Gunn and Jim Lee talking about Superman.
I'm sure the same is true of you, that we were true to the comics first. of
Absolutely.
course.
Oh, no, actually, you know what? I was like 3-4 years old. The animated show that Max Fleischer directed
Oh,
show.
wow.
So I was born in Seoul, South Korea, and I remember watching the Superman cartoons in black and white.
Oh my
back
gosh.
as a little kid. I connected with Superman. It was very aspirational for me as a kid.
For me, it was definitely the comics,
Right.
which then led me to the George Reeves Superman.
My dad, he really loved the Superman movie. That brought another level to it. That was pretty cool.
We both grew up in St. Louis. I think we probably watched the same block of content in the afternoon after school.
The weirder thing that maybe people don't know is that we saw Superman in the same theater when it opened up.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to think.
Yeah, it's just weird how our paths may have crossed.
There's an iconic quality to Superman.
He's the fastest. He is the most powerful superhero there is.
Because of tariff situation, there's a possibility China might ban US movies to show in theaters. I don't know if this will affect Superman's global box office performance. Okay, let's talk about HBO series drama Lanterns casting news. Chris Coy has joined the cast of HBO's upcoming drama series Lanterns based on the Green Lantern DC comic. In a guest starring role, Coy will play the new character of Waylon Sanders, an intelligent survivor or a nervous truck driver. Age and real name unknown, he is unbound by the laws of nature.
Would you hit me? I think maybe I should be a part of the conversation, don't you think?
Are you serious with this guy?
Hey, don't talk about me like I'm not standing right
Then
here.
don't stand here and try to have like you have any value in this conversation.
We're fine. I'm fine.
I mean, we all knew Nathan Fillion would appear in Lanterns as Guy Gardner, but now we finally have the official announcement. He'll be in HBO series Lanterns alongside Hal Jordan, played by Kyle Chandler, and Jon Stewart, played by Aaron Pierre.